Welcome back. West Side Story is back, and the Lexington Theatre Company is taking on the musical with its own flair. Lyndy Franklin Smith, the artistic director, is here to tell us more. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us, Erica. It's so good to see you.
Absolutely, absolutely. We also want to mention that we have some of the cast here of West Side Story in studio today. We're going to be checking in with them in just a few minutes because they do have a wonderful preview for us, so stick around for that. All right, Lyndy, let's first get into West Side Story. Tell us more about it and also your guys' take on this.
Absolutely. Well, here at the Lexington Theatre Company, we have a really special twofold mission. The first is creating fabulous, professional, first-rate theater for Central Kentucky.
Which you guys do all the time.
Which
yes.
we try our hardest. And the second part of our mission is serving as a training ground and a performance platform for the next generation of musical theater artists like these fabulous performers in the studio today.
Yeah.
They are with us from college programs all across the country. We bring them to Lexington for 6 weeks, combine them with our local actors, and then we bring in our Broadway stars from New York. They actually just landed last night. They're starting rehearsals this morning. And when we put that combination of talent together, it is an incredible symbiosis. The magic that happens on stage is just fantastic. And this summer, we're so thrilled to be doing West Side Story, and then we'll be following that up with Disney's Newsies.
Ooh, it sounds good. Okay, so for folks who maybe haven't ever seen West Side Story, the musical, walk us through the plot.
Sure. Well, West Side Story is one of those sort of game-changing pieces of musical theater. It opened in 1957, and it's an adaptation of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, but was conceived by the amazing director-choreographer Jerome Robbins. And what he did was he set the story against the tapestry of 1950s sort of street gang culture in New York City and started to tell the story through dance and movement. So there's dance interspersed and interwoven throughout the entire piece. Of course, the score is glorious. Leonard Bernstein, Stephen Sondheim, and we have a 29-piece orchestra that's going to be playing 29 pieces under the direction of our incredible resident music director, Mr. Brock Terry. So it's going to be fantastic. Another thing that's really cool is Colton Ryan, who is a Lexington native, graduated from SCAPA and made his Broadway debut in Dear Evan Hansen just a couple of years ago. He's coming home to play Tony, the leading role in the show. So it's a really nice homecoming for him. And what's even more special is that Paul Thomas, one of our fabulous local actors, was Colton's teacher at SCAPA and is going to be playing his mentor in the show, Doc. So it's so much fun. You can come out to the Opera House, feel like you're sitting at a Broadway show. Broadway talent, these rising stars, local talent, 29-piece orchestra. I mean, it's going to be magic.
It sounds like quite the show. How many cast members are involved in this?
We have about 35 in West Side Story, and a little bit larger in Newsies coming up this summer because we'll involve our high school apprentices and our youth apprentices, which is a program that we do for Central Kentucky youth. Wonderful. It's fantastic. We have an incredible guest director in, Mark Madama. He has been a dream working with this company, and the message that he wants to convey. You know, this piece was originally done in 1957, and he said to the cast on the first day of rehearsal, I want us to take everything that we've learned since 1957 and infuse it into the piece. It's such a relevant and important story. It's a story we need to be telling right now. And the other thing that he said to the company, which I thought was so beautiful, was, you know, and sometimes it feels like, you know, we may not have hope, and there really is still hope. And this is a very hopeful piece. It's about sort of looking beyond what makes us different and coming together through music and song and dance.
And I think we can all absolutely relate to that. It's a great centerpiece there. Okay, if folks would like to come check out one of those shows, when are those going on?
So July 11th through the 14th at the Lexington Opera House. Tickets are on sale now, 233-3535 or lexingtontheatrecompany.org.
Fantastic. Details on the screen there. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to that sneak peek in just a second.